So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Brandon. I've been with Sifu Paul for 10 years now. I started with him when I was 11, about this tall, even skinnier than I am now. Honestly, being here and learning with Sifu and with Mel and with everyone, it's been an incredible part of my life. It's basically, I grew up with these guys and I learned so much from these guys, not just with Kung Fu, but about life and about, just how to be a good person. And I am so grateful for the 10 years that I've had with you, Sifu Paul, and I know I'm, moving on with life, but I'm never going to forget everything that I've learned with you. So thank you for these wonderful 10 years.
Don't make me cry, man.
Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
On the spot.
My name is Jeremy. I've been working with Sifu Paul for 10 years also. I started when I was 5, and I started at the dojo that they came into actually, so I was here a little bit before Paul was, but it's been really nice to train as him as a kid, and then move up and then go into the adult, and then starting with Kanji Kimbo and then transforming into the Kung Fu, and then now it's all blended together. So it's really been an honor seeing not only the Kanji Kimbo side and the Kung Fu side, and it's all being blended together. And it's a mastermind right here. So I just thank you so much. And I grew as a person because I knew that if I didn't do what you were doing, I'd probably be a bum on the street. I was a bad kid, so I really appreciate it.
At 5, you were a bad kid.
So I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I think you most know me. My name's Andrew. I've been with Sifu Paul for
A while.
a long time. 18, 20 years now?
No.
No.
It's only been 16 for me.
About 17 or
16.
16 it is. Yes. So, moved down here, kind of alone. Had some friends join me, Jennifer, Mel, popped in, said, hey, you should check out this martial arts we're doing. It's a lot of fun. All right, so went and checked out the class. Seemed really interesting, really cool. So, that built over time. Met one of the other students there in class who I'm now married to.
Well, that worked out all right.
Yeah, it seemed to work out all right. So, had that not happened, had that not happened, who knows where I'd be that these days. So, just again, life and kids and everything fell away for a while, but now back in, trying to stay consistent. So, Sifu Paul, I thank you very much for everything you've done for me and my family, and want to say congratulations and congrats to another 10 years old.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right,
Goodbye.
All right, so my name is Ben. Let's see, I started, about almost 10 years ago now when my little sister moved up here for college. She was like, all right, we need to learn self-defense because I'm worried we're going to the U of A and bad things might happen to me. So she found this Krav Maga school, and that's a story for another day, but luckily enough, Sifu Paul actually happened to be teaching class there, and we got done doing cardio kickboxing. We looked over, they were doing some real self-defense stuff, so we stuck around, and a couple months later, he's like, hey guys, I'm leaving to go start my own school, but kind of keep it on the down low. So, he left, we went with him. My little sister kind of fell off, but I've been with him ever since. Got my second degree black belt in him about a year ago now, and it's been a great ride. It's been an honor and a privilege to have you both as an instructor and a friend. I mean, he's about to be the best man at my wedding here a little bit later in the year. I've learned so much just from him as a person and from a martial arts perspective, and even though he's changed the curriculum on me like 15 times, and I have no idea what the martial art might be called tomorrow, I couldn't imagine me practicing anywhere else, so thank you, Sifu.
I'm not sure. Thank you.
My name is Josh. I've been with Sifu for about 2.5, 3 years. It's been amazing. Like you said, we've evolved a lot as far as the curriculum goes. Ed and I were talking earlier about just the progression that I've made with Sifu, and I couldn't have done it without him. Martial arts has been a big part of my life for the last couple of years. Certainly keeps me out of trouble, and on the right track. So thank you, sir. I appreciate everything you do.
Do you want to say anything?
You just gave me the opportunity to talk.
I know.
One person will talk more than I will.
Is that dangerous?
Yes.
She just said we were twins.
I am Ed. Many of you have been with me the last 3 days, and you'll know that I am not a kung fu guy. Though I was informed by my wife earlier today that I'm supposed to go become a kung fu guy now. So I will be joining you, Paul and Mel. I know you've been working on it for 10 years. This is where the story starts. So I've actually known Paul for longer than the dojo. I've known him and Mel for quite some time. And one of the reasons I am here tonight is because I am overjoyed with the success that you've had as a fellow teacher. It has always been refreshing to be able to speak with you, to have you treat me with respect as an equal, even though we come from completely different martial arts, and to be able to have great discussions about what we're doing, and that we're always asking the question why. And the question why is so dear to us, and we're always trying to figure it out. And for 10 years, I've watched your dojo grow. I've watched you make great men. I've watched you make great women. I've watched you teach. You've taught my own child. You've done great things. And so I say, I raise a glass to you, my friend, and I say, here's to many, 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 many decades of your dojo. Thank you, sir.
What I think for comes to Mel.
Hey, Jared, you're not going to say anything? Oh, man, well, on the spot.
Yeah, Jared should.
All right, well, I guess we'll. I apologize for. Yeah, right. I'm going to kick 3 or 4 more times. So for those of you that don't know me, my name's Jared. Sensei Paul took over for me when I was about 15, and unfortunately inherited all the headaches that come with a 15-year-old kid who thought he knew everything. So I spent my time chasing girls instead of martial arts. And so he had to deal with me for another 2 years until I got my black belt. But we left, went to train together, teaching for quite a few years. Unfortunately, I've been gone for the last year, but I've been able to see multiple students go through. A lot of you guys that started with us when you were like 6 and 10 and 11. Some of you guys that I've met from the Ultima, but I haven't seen in a while. It's great to see you. But I'm just proud of all the people that you've created through this school who are doing really well in their own lives, and I appreciate you for being such a great friend all of these times and putting up with all the headaches that came with me. But thank you for everything. Congratulations on the school in 10 years. I can't wait to see many more.
Thank you.
That was cute, but it was terrible.
So, for those who may not know me, I'm Mel. I've been with Paul since 2002. I had studied Mantis Kung Fu in South Dakota, of all places. There's a small school up there. And I moved down here and was looking for a place to study. I checked out a couple. There was one I was thinking about, and then my wife said, hey, just around the corner here, there's a school that advertises Kung Fu. I walked in, and it was exactly the same style I had just left. All right, I guess that'll do. And I have been with him ever since. When he broke away initially to form his own dojo, one of the things he asked, because I'd already been with him for a few years at that point, will you come with me? And to me, a dojo is just a building, it's a place. The instructor is irreplaceable. Our families are irreplaceable. The people that we are with are irreplaceable. So the last 10 years have been fantastic. And I look forward to at least 10 more. And hopefully far more than that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gian, can I say something?
Oh, I think you should.
Maybe what? Okay.
I'll sit down.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, sorry. So I'm Mary. I joined Paul in 2001. I was 17, a senior in high school, and I remember talking to one of my friends in school. I said, I want to do martial arts. She's like, I do Kung Fu, come try it. Brittany, her name was Brittany.
I remember Brittany.
And so I went, I was like, this is really cool. Brittany didn't stay. I ended up staying for, gosh, I don't know, like 8, 9 years.
Mary's not forgetting to mention, she's my first black belt coming in here. My first serious black belt.
And then, yes, and I think that was 2008. We were just talking about that.
2008 is when we left Dakota and come to Tucson.
Okay, so anyways, life has gotten in the way. I got married to this one here. We met at Paul's school or during his class. And I have a 7-year-old, which Paul teaches, Paul and Ben. And I have a 1.5-year-old, so I've had to step away from martial arts for a while, but I suspect within the next decade I'll definitely be back for the 20th at least. As a practicing student, hopefully. So yeah, I mean, Paul has pretty much been in our life, my life, the past 18 years, 17 years. So I can't wait for him to spend the next 10 years with us and with my kids, and you've been a blessing in our lives. So thank you. Now we'll let you.
Well, what Mary doesn't mention is that for years and years, I really thought her name was Kung Fu Mary because that's what my son called her. It was Kung Fu Mary. I didn't know she had another name.
I mean, so. You can still call me that if you want.
I do. It's okay. So I've known Paul for a while now. He was what we called some of the Benson boys. They were rambunctious teenagers. Yeah, I use a good term, rambunctious. But, you know, we talk about all the time, the whole generation of those black belts that went through and right around Paul and Josh's generation, they're the only two that are actively teaching. Out of like 40 black belts, probably, that have went through the organization during that time. You and Josh are the only two. And luckily they're really good friends, and they argue and talk and have a good time with each other. Paul comes to me sometimes and he says, well, what do you think about this? And I say, I don't know, what do you think about this? And he tells me what he thinks, and then he decides he's right, and he goes and does it. So, and I'm happy with that, because I certainly don't need to give him any advice. I'm just happy that he's here and successful, because success is measured in your students. So, very successful. I'm just happy to be part of everything, and he gave me a key and lets me use his dojo. So, what's better than that? And it's walking distance from the house. So, I don't think I could get better than that.
He's saying don't move.
Yeah, don't move again.
Yeah.
No plan.
Anyway, thank you.
Thank you, Sean.
I met Paul. He was a tall, skinny, loud mouth, pain in the neck teenager in Benson, Arizona. I used to travel down there and help teach jiu-jitsu to this guy. Since I have met him, how old were you, Paul?
14 or 15, Jim.
He has been a serious martial artist. There was never a doubt that he was going to continue. His contemporaries have come and gone, come and gone, come and gone. As Shihan pointed out of his generation of black belts, 2 are active. You are to be commended on your stamina, your willingness to learn, even if you don't listen to either one of us.
He listens to me.
And then does what he wants.
Right.
Yeah, well, yeah. But, Paul, you claim me as one of your instructors, and that makes me very, very proud.
I missed my you were.
Huh?
I missed you.
No, you didn't.
I did. No, it's your turn. Sorry, sir.
It's all right. Sorry, not sorry.
Since my Kajikempo family moved to Washington, Paul was gracious enough to adopt me. And for the last 3 or 4 years, I have been able to bring him lots of joy laughing at this big karate guy trying to do mantis forms. Paul, here's 10 more years of bringing you joy and giggles. Thank you, sir.
Me?
Either one of you.
Okay. Well, Paul and I met in a jiu-jitsu class, and it used to be every time I saw him, he'd remind me of that day that I had a little mishap with him. And anyway, I kind of hurt him a little bit, and I felt really bad about it because he was like a high school kid. I'm like, jeez. But now that he's gotten bigger and stronger than me, I'm glad that he's forgotten about it.
I'm hoping one of these days I'll get stronger.
Yeah. Anyway, no, he was a pretty impressive specimen even when he was in high school, and we had a great class. Paul. Yeah, a lot of talent in there. So it's been good knowing you, and I'm enjoying every time I come to testing. I always enjoy watching your students because the exotic, crazy stuff that they do. Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess it'd be 96. It was the same thing. The dojo that was over at the warehouse, and had a lot of fun. I used to think they were gonna put me, Sensei Shion Haber was gonna put me through the wall of that bar over there, you know. But you know, it's good times, and always remember you from them times. A lot of good times in that dojo.
Appreciate it.
Tony.
Me.
You.
Just started.
Well, I'm the new kid on the block. I guess I should stand up. So Paul had called me how long ago? 10 years ago?
Actually, truthfully,
15
I did
years
reach
ago?
out to you about 10 to 15 years ago.
Got this
He
call.
was
he
too
goes,
poor to
"Yeah,
reach
yeah,
out.
I think you do Manus, and I might want to, come and train or something." I said, "All right, well, let's do it." Then I didn't hear anything for 10 years. Then I get a call that says, "Hey, I think I got this Kung Fu stuff figured out. Just a little piece. I just need a tiny bit more, and I've got this." Well, I thought that was comical, but I didn't say that to him because I'm thinking, well, you just need a little bit, but I still need a whole lot to learn. So you're coming to me? I don't know. So anyway, Paul came out. I think Mel came out that trip, and it wasn't maybe 10 or 20 minutes where they said, "Oh, what we thought we know is not what we know." And so anyway, he's been very good to me. Kind of adopted me as his teacher, and great martial artist, sponge, sucking everything up, and the students are getting everything else, and so it's a great. There's a saying that a teacher will look for 10 years for a student, and a student will look for 10 years for a student for a teacher. So, sometimes it takes a while. I found a good one.
Thank you, Sifu. We need to get a picture.
Hi, I'm Bob Davis. I'm one of Tony Puyot's students, and I just want to thank you for inviting me down here, though you didn't even know me. But what we found out over this weekend is that our concepts of martial arts are very similar. Being both from a jiu-jitsu background and then doing Mantis, we like some of the same aspects of it. And I just want to thank you because, as other people have said, a Sifu's quality, you can see it in their students, and they've been excellent. So,
thank you.
I feel part of the family.
Absolutely. I always want to. We should get one of the waitresses. We'll take a picture of all of us.
Ask if anyone